Hi guys, this is R.A. Sweeney here to talk to you about another passage from the book Praying with the Book of Praises as part of the Praying with the Bible series. Today I wanted to talk about Psalm 86. And so in the psalm here, I kind of talked a little bit about some of those names of God studies that you see. They're all over the place. I've seen a million different people try to replicate this. And honestly, I feel like they all just copy each other. But there's a lot of these out there. And I've never been a big fan of these studies because I feel like they're taking things out of context and it's not really my thing. But I have always liked the stories that those names come from. And I talked a little bit about Abraham taking Isaac up the mountain and naming the place Yahweh Yireh, which actually isn't a name of God, but it's always in the study. It's the name of a place. But there's all those stories that we link to, Hagar, when she's rescued in the wilderness, then she names God, "You are the God who sees," and things like that. And I've always loved those stories because they're so personal and intimate, of these moments where someone had a real experience with God and God became someone to them. So it wasn't just, oh, well, you're God, and, so that's significant. It was, no, you're God, but also here's what you mean to me. And that's really what David did in this psalm. The psalm is just loaded up with all these references to who God had been to David in his life. And so he's just recounting, you're the God who has done this, and you're the God that is actually personal to me because we went through this together, or you rescued me from this situation, or like, here is what you mean to me. And then it comes all the way to the end and it finally gets to the prayer. And it's you realize this isn't just David recounting who God has been to him. It's David preaching to himself who God has been to him, saying like, okay, you've been all these things to me in the past. So because you've been those things, here's what I'm going through now. And I need you to be who you've always been to me. I've got the evidence to prove that I can trust you with these things. And so I'm asking you to do the things that you've always done because I know that you can do those things and you delight in doing those things. So I'm drawing on my experience of who you are, applying it to my current situation and asking you to act in accordance with what you've always done. And so I really liked how all that went together, and thought it was a really cool psalm and a cool prayer there at the end. So that's what I wrote about for Psalm 86. I hope it was a blessing. Thanks.